Welcome to Dustin's Vinyl. And here's your host, Dustin Chafin.
Yeah. Woo. That is Anthony Kapfer on the axe.
That's me.
Never disappoints. The coolest podcast theme song out there. See, a lot of people just buy music. You know what I mean? We just use you.
Yeah. And then a lot of musicians will, they'll hire other musicians to play on the song. I just play all the instruments at the same time.
I just take advantage of our friendship. And I'm like, hey, could you just come up with something that I can use? And one day, maybe we'll pay you. I appreciate it.
We do it for the love here.
We do. We have to, because we have no other reason to do it.
But we go way back. I didn't realize until the other day. Over 10 years we've been friends.
Over 10 years?
Over
Wow.
10 years.
Yeah? Man, we're still talking. That's huge.
One of my longest friendships.
Is it? Wow, okay. Well, it's like in comedy years, it is a long time.
Yeah.
That's like, I date a comic and we've been together 17 years coming up in August. That's like 55 years in comedy, couple years.
It almost doesn't exist. There's no conversion that you could do.
Yeah, it's crazy. But so cool, man. Good to see you. Have a good week. I saw you in person, which is rare.
I know.
I saw your legs, which is just rare. I guess I see you with your angle, but I rarely see you where I can touch you and like grab your hair and get all weird with you.
We were breathing the same air, Yeah,
we had tacos, and I had a taco bowl because I'm on some weird 30 cleanse diet thing where I can't have anything good or fun. And so it was fun. Good to see you.
It was good.
Running around the LA comedy scene. Good stuff.
Checking out some new rooms and
rooms. I like it.
Networking.
Yeah, all the stuff we hate to do.
But together it doesn't feel like work. It's like it's hanging out, but then at the end of the night we're like, oh, I helped my career.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's like there's either two things to do when friends in comedy catch up. A, podcast. Most people that I talk to, I'm like, I only talk to you on the podcast. Like I wouldn't know anything about Adam, anything about Jeff. I wouldn't know anything about any half my friends if I wasn't on podcast. But podcast, hey, we catch up. It's not like we're gonna call each other. My God,
no,
it's not like we're gonna reach out.
Because even if we do talk on the phone, we're like, let's save it for the podcast.
It's true. Everything is about just making something of the moment and not being in the moment. That's really all everything is.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of moments, let's bring in these riffraffs. Give it up, everybody. Adam Hulse and Jeffrey Paul.
Right.
Yeah. Rap.
Okay,
Problem starters. Nice.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll, baby. Look at Jeff. He's in a good mood. It's rare. Everybody capture this.
Good mood. No
for the
stress.
Last week he was
pressure.
angry. He was angry last week about traffic or something. I don't know what it was. He was
so
angry.
much pressure and traffic, and you have to get there at a certain time. Today, I had a gig cancel, so I'm good. I'm good. No rushes.
Gig canceled. He had an edible. Everything is perfect.
Everything's going. We're good. The Jets got Aaron Rodgers.
That's exciting. Yeah. I knew you were going to throw that in. I was trying to avoid it.
Sports. Yeah.
Sports. That's a big deal. I mean, if he was 10 years younger, it would be better. But
Listen,
we'll see what happens.
Right now, since the Sacramento Kings made the playoff, the Jets now have the title of being the sports franchise with the longest playoff drought.
Yeah. Miami's going to win the whole thing. I just want to throw that out there. All right. So last week we started the whole themes with movie songs from movies and then TV theme songs and whatnot. I did some random pulls. What do we have today here? Let's see. We have Blues Brothers.
Oh,
this is actually, I don't know. This isn't necessarily the movie soundtrack, which has like all those great songs, Aretha Franklin, all those people. James Brown and stuff. This is actually all their songs, so it's pretty cool. It's all the Blues Brothers songs.
Does that have Rubber Biscuit on it?
It better. No, it doesn't have Rubber Biscuit. It's got Soulfinger, Who's Making Love, Do You Love Me, which is a cover of Guilty, Perry Mason theme. Huh? That goes with the theme of the show. Riot in Cell Block Number 9, Going Back to Miami from the Bottom, I Ain't Got You, and Green Onions. That's what's on this one. So very cool. Blues Brothers are great. Blues Brothers is one of those bands where it's like those, it was a sketch. And then it's like, but then you take, put some talent together, even when they're kind of making fun of the idea of these white guys doing blues, then it kind of sounds good. There's a lot of guys that try to do that, did not sound so good. Bruce Willis and the other Belushi. Like there's other,
the other Belushi. Come on, we're having fun here.
You don't like Jim Belushi?
No,
I don't like Principal.
Nobody likes Jim. That's kind of a good movie, but that's it. Everything else is terrible.
What else was he in?
He's in a bunch of stuff with a dog. I think he's in Canine or something.
That was like Canine?
I'm a sucker for a dog movie. I'm not gonna lie. As long as the dog doesn't die, I'm in.
I wanted more dog and less Jim Belushi. I never saw it. I don't watch Jim Belushi movies.
He wound up going on tour with Dan Aykroyd and doing just like last year or something.
Yes, people are still in therapy after that show. A lot of trauma. Then the classic Purple Rain, Mr. Prince, just had the anniversary of his death a couple of days ago.
Yeah, so, we were together when
we were together.
When we found out.
We were just hanging out watching TV, and then all of a sudden it was like, bah, bah, bah. It all happened, and all the news stuff. That was crazy. But man, I feel he's one of the guys we all miss. I think. It's wish he was like doing more music. Because when I was a kid, it was either you were a Michael Jackson guy or you were a Prince guy. I was a Prince guy. And I felt like we were better with girls, usually, the Prince guys.
That's why I was a Michael Jackson guy.
You were? Were you a Michael Jackson guy?
I love Michael Jackson.
Hilarious. Yeah, I would much rather listen to Prince. I just feel like it's just more my vibe. But this is a great movie. It's fun. It's like we were talking a little bit before. And I love Purple Rain. Jeff, so you don't like the song Purple Rain?
No, I think there are. I think in the movie there were better songs. I think on the soundtrack, I like everything else other than Purple Rain. I think the song is drawn out. I think also with that song, I think I told the story on here once before. Is that when Prince wrote that song, he thought it was too familiar, and he thought it was very, very similar to the song "Faithfully" by Journey. Mm-hmm. And so he called Jonathan Cain, and he played the song for him, and he asked him, what he thought, and then he asked for his approval. And Jonathan Cain was just like amazed that Prince called him about it and said, "Dude, take it." But I never liked "Faithful" either. So I just don't like it.
Yeah, I think this song is fantastic, and I think it works with the movie, and I think especially the scene in the movie, because the scene is all about. This guy's he lost his dad. He's going through all this stuff. It's like, is he going to even be able to be an artist? It's a big night for him. The record company's there. You got Morris Day making fun of his dad before he goes on. Like there's just so much, kind of build up to this thing. And it was like, and it's like, what is it? Lisa, who's the other one?
Lisa and Wendy.
Lisa and Wendy, they wrote the song in the movie, so it was like kind of their big thing of collaborating with Prince, and it not just being about Prince, the kid, sorry, about being, with Kid and not about, so it was like a big deal, and then the song, I think the song works because it's like, especially that opening scene where everybody's just staring at him in the crowd. And then it's just like, then this song comes on. And I don't know. I think the melody's amazing. I listen to this song all day. Like, I love this song. I think it's a great song.
You still like it after all these years?
I love it. I listen to it all the time. It's a great one. I think it's I don't think there's anything bad about this song at all. I think I could see it getting overplayed or you're not into it anymore or whatever. But it's like, I think it's just perfect. And they shaped the movie around this song because that was the thing was the director and stuff. They listened to like, Prince is like one of those guys where you're like, hey, can you give us a couple of songs? He'll give you like 40. And then you got to sift through 40 songs just to find the song. So it was kind of that kind of deal. And he wasn't famous. It was right after 1999, which he was on his way, but that was like still, nobody's familiar with as much work as he had. But anyway, this song just came on and he pulled it and it's like, let's just shape everything around it. And it was called Purple. It wasn't supposed to be called Purple Rain or any of that. And then that song made it made it into the movie. I think it's great. I think it's great.
He reminds me a lot of Billy Corgan, where records everything, releases a lot of stuff, a lot of great stuff, but not everything is to me is awesome that he puts out.
Well, that's why he's great, because it's not every basketball player makes the shot.
Yeah, but don't you think it diminishes or dilutes?
Not at all. Not at all. I think it's I think it's the opposite. No, because if you don't go for that seventh album, then you're not going to have that album that you like so much might be the one that he may not have done if he had just been somebody that just does like 2 albums a year.
Let me ask you this, Dustin. Would you rather have, you're a musician, you're an artist. Would you rather have 6 really like outstanding albums, or would you rather have 12 albums, but 5 of them are mediocre?
Well, I mean, you're a big David Bowie fan. His first 7 albums are terrible. So it's like, it's like before he got to Ziggy, it was like awful. Everybody hated him. And so it's like those albums, it was like you, if you didn't have 1,000 bringer shows, you wouldn't be the comic you are. It's like, it just takes, you got to make mistakes and figure it out. So I don't have a problem with it at all. Some people get lucky, Guns N' Roses out of the gate. There's guys that get lucky, and then there's guys that it takes them a while to find it. And the Pink Floyd, it's not great until you get like a couple albums in. Like, it just happens. I think it just, not every
Pink Floyd, it took about 3-4 albums after Roger Waters winds up taking control of the band. That's when Pink Floyd starts to take off.
Yeah, and then Journey
and metal.
Yeah,
there's so many things. I really think it's Dark Side of the Moon.
But Metal's a great album.
That one's great.
It is. But it doesn't have the commercial success that the others had. And I think when you throw in Alan Parsons, who's going to wind up producing it, I think it really takes him to a different spot. I think with Prince, remember, I think was it his first album when he had Controversy?
I don't know. Delirious is what's that one? Is that?
No,
is that later?
Yeah, no, that's either first or second album. But
okay.
he had like a kind of like a minor, a mid hit called Controversy, and it got him some radio airplay. And that's where people started to take notice. They also started taking notice with him for writing other people's songs. I don't mind the climb up, and like you see what they evolve into. It's like, okay, now you're going to start writing, and he was a prolific writer, which was amazing. Okay,
that comes with producing. Like you have to put the album.
But that's my point: is do you hold on to that and not release everything and just release what's good, or you just throw everything out there and just see who likes it, who doesn't?
Well, not everyone likes the same things, so you have more of a chance. Yeah, somebody's going to like something.
But if you have something that's like
he probably liked all of them.
Right, but that's the reason why you had A&R departments. You had A&R departments to streamline, what
you're
you
thinking about music as a suit.
You're not thinking about it as a commercial entity.
No, you're going about it wrong.
It's like Metallica. They didn't have like radio play. It was about their shows, and it was about their 6-minute songs. That's what people wanted. They didn't care if they were on the radio. They wanted to go to the concerts and buy the albums. And that's the thing with Prince. You have your built-in audience. It's like a lot of these albums were made for Prince fans. The Black Album, whatever. They're made for Prince fans. They're not made for the radio or mass consumption. They're not made for Walmart. They're made for just Prince fans.
Should he have held off on the Batman soundtrack?
Yes.
That's not bad. I don't mind the Batman soundtrack.
There's no way you like that dance.
I do. I kind of do. I love the video. The video's
no one
great.
Likes that.
Well, I do. I'm not lying. I think it's pretty good. I have it somewhere.
I know you brought it up once before.
I have it on cassette somewhere.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's like, it's bad in a good way, I guess, if you're going to go that it's real bad. But it's like, it was of the time. When it came out, and nobody complained about it. It's just like when you look back on stuff, you're like, oh, that was kind of,
Well, I remember when that movie came out, it was so huge, and to have Prince attached to it to do the theme song, but it didn't match the movie.
It did kind of. That's a weird movie. Was it Return? Is that what the Batman?
No,
Return?
that was the first one.
Oh, it was the first Batman,
and that was Tim Burton, right? Yeah.
anything
Tim Burton,
works.
89.
Anything works with a Tim Burton movie because it's so strange and odd. So I think The Prince worked because it's just anything goes because he's such a creative person. And I think like something weird and different is going to go perfectly with the movie. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Speaking of great movies, then we have Let's Do It Again with Jimmy Walker, plays a boxer. And
who guessed that?
Sidney Poitier is in this, which is pretty crazy. And Bill Cosby, old Billy Bob. And
boy.
And pretty good music in this. Though I mean the Curtis Mayfield is like, one of my favorites, and then the Staple Singers. But this is a funny, I don't know where I got this. Who knows?
John Amos is in it.
Yeah, pretty crazy. We got one more. Find it. Random pool today. I think the old Graduate.
Great
soundtrack.
The Graduate.
Mrs.
Robinson?
Mrs. Robinson, baby. That's where it all started. I think they did the whole soundtrack. I think they did. Yeah, it's a whole soundtrack.
I think the Sounds of Silence is on that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sounds of Silence, Mrs. Robinson, April Come She Will, The Folks. This is a good one. Yeah, it's cool. That's pretty impressive when they do all the songs. I think that's pretty cool. I would like to know who's done that. We could research that at some point, but just, an artist that did the whole soundtrack where it was like just them, which I think is pretty cool for like a film soundtrack.
That's a good one.
Sure, there's a few. I know there's a few. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Cool, man. All right, let's get it going, baby. So last week we talked about theme songs with lyricals, music with lyrics, and some great theme songs. And I think we did Welcome Back, Carter. We did The Sopranos. That was a big one. That was Adams. Adam picked The Sopranos. And we all love that song, it's like something about it just really fits, and it's just like, woke up this morning, it's just such a great
love that song, Dustin?
No, not all of us.
Let me finish my monologue. Thank you. All right. It's like fucking playing Jersey over here. Get to the punchline. So we all seem to like the song except for one guy, and that's Anthony Kapfer, our musical conductor here on the show. And so we gave him a challenge. We're like, and we couldn't believe it. We're like, Anthony, I can't believe you don't like this song. This is such a perfect song. Everybody agreed it was perfect except Anthony. So we gave him the challenge to come up with his version of a better intro music to go with the opening scene of The Sopranos. So here it is, folks. We're going to play a little bit of The Sopranos, and then we're going to play what Anthony came up with at a very short notice, I would like to add. This is very impressive how short notice he had to do this.
Right.
Let's see how impressive you think it is when you hear it.
Here's the original.
Yeah, play this trash so we can get to Anthony.
Oh, this is the original.
Okay.
All right.
Boo.
Anthony with the thumbs down on that one for our podcast listeners.
No, that's a great song.
Well, check out the new and improved.
No talking over it, guys. Let's give it a chance. Jeff, I'm talking to you.
I figured.
Tony Soprano's driving around. Yeah. He lives in New Jersey. I guess that's important. Yeah. He's in the mob, the Italian mafia. He's in therapy. He's working through his problems. Tony Soprano's got a couple of kids. Yeah. And sometimes he cheats on his wife with prostitutes. Yeah. He's in the mob, the Italian mafia. He loves gabagool. He lives in New Jersey. the Italian mafia. He loves gabagool. He lives in New Jersey.
Bravo.
It's supposed to be
Hilarious.
synced up a little better. That
You know
last
what,
hit was supposed to
it
be
was
on the
perfect.
name.
That was perfect. You know what? I like your version better. I'm going.
God.
Because it's straight to the point. You learn about the show a little more, instead of it's just got a gun. Like there's way more going on.
Right, he's eating gabagool.
He loved
Gabagool, that was a nice touch. Like I knew Jeff would appreciate that.
Oh my God. I know there's no need to watch The Sopranos anymore. Anthony told you everything. That should be
He crushed it. He crushed it.
100%.
summed it up pretty well.
I think that's going to be your new. I think it's going to be your new album. You just you do songs of shows. Your theme song of the show, like how you think it should go. Which one? That's a new album. I love it.
And Tony Soprano be going, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you made it a little more upbeat. Made it a little,
Oh my
little
God,
more
that is
Ramonesy, I
perfect.
guess. Yeah, it was nice. I liked it. That was. Thank you, Anthony, for that.
You're welcome. I
It
wasn't
that
sure
was
how you
great.
guys would like that.
I mean, with Jeff and who knows what could have happened, and you made it funny, and it was perfect. I loved it. That was so fun. All right, so Jeff, how'd you like Anthony's songs? Fun, right?
Are you kidding me? I love that. I agree with Dustin, man. You have to release that, and not just a single. You got to make an album of popular songs with Anthony's take on it, and it should be Anthony's take.
Or theme song. TV
That's
shows
right.
are great. Yeah.
Themes, very popular songs, and because you didn't even come close to what the original was. You did your own thing on it.
Yeah,
Totally
Nobody
new.
wants that.
Oh my
Nobody
God.
wants that.
And how many other songs? How many songs do you know have the word gabagool?
Yeah.
You don't see that in lyrics very often.
You could Google
No.
it, but I bet there's at least
So it's
3.
original.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. What TV show theme songs do you guys not like? I'm looking for ideas. If I gotta.
Well, you could do
I think-
Friends. That'd be
Yeah,
funny.
absolutely.
You could do Friends.
Yeah.
It's like, I won't be there for you because I don't like you. You're not my friend. I don't know. You can make up your own version, whatever you feel, It's like I go into a
Friends.
bar and I don't know anybody's name because I'm just awkward.
Oh, Cheers! Oh,
Yeah.
that's a tall order because that was a perfect theme song.
No, it's a great song. Well, I mean, I thought the idea was to make fun of it a little. I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but I didn't like the Sopranos song.
Oh,
so
okay. Well, even if you like it, I mean, come on. You don't think Weird Al liked half the stuff that he, come on. I'm sure he liked most of it. It was, you could still make fun of it, even though you like it. I like you. I make fun of you. That's how it works. Woo! What a show.
Yeah. Oh,
that was
yeah.
great. The best opening we've ever had. Anthony bringing in the heat.
Bringing the
Thank
heat.
you, buddy. That was awesome. Adam, were you a fan of the Kapfer rendition?
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. It reminded me of those Honest trailers. Like I could see that playing over a whole bunch of the scenes.
Honest trailers. Is it?
Honest trailer.
It tells
Honest
you like
trailers.
what the movie really is.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I like it. Yeah. There was
I
some
never saw-
spoilers
I
in
never
there. If you hadn't seen The Sopranos, you're ruined because of Anthony's song. But,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
When
Yes,
he
now you know
when he
that,
cheats on his wife, you're gonna be
right.
like, I knew
Yeah, that
it.
was great.
He's
That
in
was
the
great.
Italian mafia. He hangs out with prostitutes. He has
Mhm.
2 kids, and he's gabagool was used more than once, by the way.
Yes, and New
As it
Jersey.
should. As it
You know,
should.
You got to
Yeah.
keep mentioning New Jersey too.
Because Anthony's like Prince. Sometimes you just got to keep throwing it out there. And
Throw
then
it out, see what
something will
happens.
hit. Something will hit.
Throw the gabagool at the wall and see what sticks.
The Prince approach, everybody. We love it. Encourage that as artists.
Great stuff.
Very cool. So let's go to the switch it up a little from the theme songs, TV shows. Let's go movies. So Jeff, I didn't see this coming.
No, I wanted to throw you guys a curveball here, and something that you couldn't see. Hey, I would be
Could
a
you
fan
be
of
more
this
Staten
thing.
Island with this pick?
Oh,
Yeah.
you think? No. I picked. This was the theme. The category here was movies with music with lyrics. So
Yes.
I went with Rocky 3, Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, and here's a little side note about before we talk about the song itself. Stallone wanted to actually use Queen's "Another One Bites the Dust" as the theme song.
Interesting.
But Queen wouldn't allow him to do it. So he wound up getting Survivor somehow to be involved in this. They wound up doing this song. The opening riff is insanely great. I don't care if I had to fight Mike Tyson or John Jones, I would lose. But if I heard this song, back in the day, this song would have gotten me so pumped up that I would have fought anyone on the planet. In November of 82 when it came out, it was number one for 6 weeks. Okay, the vinyl copy of this, the single, sold over 2 million copies, and it was nominated for best song in the Academy Awards.
Oh wow!
This is a great one. Come on, Eye of the Tiger. I don't know anyone who doesn't know it and doesn't love it.
Yeah, this song will definitely pump you up for a fight. Way better than "Wake Me Up Before You Go."
Which was the second choice for Rocky. Yeah, the classic.
I don't think Another One Bites the Dust would have worked. First of all, that's about, it's about serial killing or something. Like he walks in, he's got a machine gun, he's killing everybody. Like it doesn't even, I'm so happy they didn't go with that. It would have been a whole different thing. But yeah, this song is great. It's like it's just one of those, if you were a boy at any time in the 80s into the 90s or whatever, this song is, if you've seen Rocky 3 and a fan of the Rocky series, and this song is special. It's like a pump up song for sure. I think I've said this on the show before. One of the coolest things I saw was Pacquiao, one of his big fights coming back. He had the lead singer. What's his lead singer's name, Jeff?
Jim Paderak.
Jim Paderak was he was actually singing it as he was walking with him to the ring.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
So I thought that was so cool. It was like one of the pay-per-views, and he was just like singing it, like he's all robed up and he's walking to the ring, and he's the guy's actually singing it. It was really great. But this is a great song, man. This is like one of those songs we've all heard way too many times, but you still kind of listen to it and get into it when you hear it. And I love it. It is one of the best openings. Those guitar riffs really get you going, and it's like dan dan dan. It's really, it's a great song. It's a very special song. I think to most of us, like we hear it, it brings us back somewhere.
And
but I love it.
And was only one of 2 Rocky songs to make it into Rocky the Broadway musical.
Wow.
Which I did see on Broadway.
I did too.
You did?
I did. Yeah. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. As far as Rocky musicals go, they could have gone.
That's the best Rocky musical.
Many Rocky musicals that came out. This was one of the better ones. Yeah.
Well, I hated the Mickey character. I thought that was really bad in the Broadway thing. I thought that was stupid. Like the Mickey character was terrible, and Mickey character is so essential in the movie. So it's like they really kind of like blew over him a little bit. Like, and he was younger. It didn't make sense to me. I didn't.
No,
and Adrian had friends. I was like, what? You know what I mean? That was weird. She's like singing to her friends. Like Adrian did not have friends. That's the point of she had Polly. That's all she had.
That's right. Mickey in the Broadway show, they should have made him even more Jewish. Okay, they should have made him like Judd Hirsch's character in Independence Day, who was the most Jewish character in the movie.
Well, not just Jewish, just beat up and leathered and like, a caring heart, but rough exterior. The whole
His name was Mickey Goldman.
Yeah. Okay.
That could be the most Jewish name ever.
I didn't like it. But I do love Eye of the Tiger. It's a great song. And it's one of the best endings in the movie, because it's like Apollo Creed and Rocky. They're finally going to have their rematch, but nobody's around. They're in the gym, and then they're just about to hit, and they're a Leroy Neiman painting, and then here comes Eye of the Tiger. So that's when they play it in the movie, which is interesting. They only play it at the end of the title credits. They don't play it in the middle of the movie. And so it's all.
Sure it's not at the beginning?
No, I don't think so. I think
you're wrong.
Is it? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
I thought Rocky 2. I thought the end of Rocky 2 was the beginning of Rocky 3.
No.
I put money on it. Yes, it is. He gets up and he wins the fight, and then Rocky 3 starts. Put money on it.
Rocky 3 starts with Paulie kind of like in the drunk tank.
Oh, you're right, with the pinball machine.
Right.
But isn't the beginning of Rocky 2 though happening? I know they redid it.
I don't, man, I haven't seen.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And
Rocky
then it's
3.
that. I believe this is what it is. It's the end of Rocky 2. Rocky gets up. Rocky wins the fight. He finally beats Apollo Creed. And then it's drunk Polly throwing whiskey bottle at a pinball machine.
Could be right. Yeah, you may. That would make sense.
Yeah, I'm a Rockyologist. I
love
own
Rocky.
all of them on DVD, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Sorry, guys. Feel free to chip in on this this conversation about Rocky and the Eye of the Tiger. Yeah, they might play it. But I'm pretty sure they'd only play it at the end, and because it's like what's great because I think the reason it works is because you don't hear it until Apollo Creed says it.
Yeah, because it's referred to. Come on, Eye of the Tiger, Rock.
Yeah, it's referred to. Then they play it at the end. I think that's
during the credits. They play it.
The credits is when they play it.
Well, I thought
they
it was
don't
at
play
the
it during the
beginning.
movie.
I don't think so.
And it's only in Rocky
I gotta
3.
look this up.
Yes.
Please look it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look it up. This is a huge debate.
Listen, we cannot move on in life unless we find the answer to this.
I've seen them all
Arguing with a guy from Staten Island about a Rocky song.
I can never remember what happens in which Rocky movie.
Argument. This is more of a debate because I can't be 100% sure, but I could have sworn.
I'm pretty sure I'm right because I'm a big Leroy Neiman guy, who's the painter that paints all the athletes and stuff, the weird colors.
Is he right? He's right, Adam.
I'm right.
He's right.
But I gotta actually watch a video on this.
Okay, you can't watch the whole movie.
I think video.
We're watching all.
I think you're
right.
right.
The first 3
type
movies.
in when is the song "Eye of the Tiger" played in Rocky 3? Put that in. See what happens.
If this is a live episode, we would love for people to kind of chime in.
They can still chime in. We just won't see it
be here
because it's pre-recorded.
So it plays in 3 and 4.
This is all because of you, Jeff.
But
it's in 4.
Yeah, that's what it says here. It's especially made for Rocky 3. It plays in Rocky 3 and Rocky 4. And then just gives the lyrics. Where's the
Okay. All right.
That's from the Rocky Wiki, which just puts out the
Rocky
lyrics.
Wiki.
Did you put in that? When is Rocky 3 play? When is Eye of the Tiger played in Rocky?
When does it appear in the movie?
Okay. When does it appear? The word appear is probably good. All right. Well, great song.
A great song.
Yeah. Excellent song. Anthony, you big Eye of the Tiger guy?
I love the song.
Really?
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. I when I was in the band I was in high school, we used to cover it.
Oh, that's great.
Somewhat ironically. I mean, it's a goofy song, but it gets you pumped up.
Yeah. You're the drummer or the guitarist in the band?
I was the drummer.
Did you guys change it up at all?
Well, we just made it like a little bit more, I want to say punk.
That would be fun. Yeah, you could punk this song up.
And that's a tough vocal, man, because that guy, Jim Patrick, can sing. He had that, he went to a different level.
Oh, yeah. We were more, I don't want to say screaming, but we weren't singing it like that guy. Like, we weren't doing the falsetto like that. But I remember we did it live, and this we had one of our friends while we were playing it. We had him dress up like in a sweatsuit, and then like run across the stage like doing this.
Yeah,
like he was doing the
audience
Rocky
must have
run.
loved that.
Oh yeah, it was great. But he tripped over the bass amp, so he broke one of the amps.
Very punk rock.
Tripped over the
He did not have the Eye of the Tiger during that song. He would have nailed it instead.
But it was still what we were trying to. We just wanted people to remember our show, and they did.
Yeah,
it worked out pretty well. But I love that song.
I think Adam has an answer.
Adam,
I do have an answer, and it was used 3 times throughout Rocky 3.
Really?
Oh.
3 times?
So, the opening scene,
Jeff.
during a training scene, and once again at the end of the film when Rocky is sparring with Apollo Creed after he has defeated Clubber Lang.
Listen, it's not played a lot in Rocky 3. They must just be a little bit. It's not like it's because you don't really hear it until the end. And like
you have a song like "Eye of the Tiger," you play it 3 times.
Oh, it has to be a training montage.
I don't think lyrics are said. I don't think we. There it is.
Come on, that doesn't get you going.
No, I want to fight all of you.
I love it.
Pretty good.
All right, I got to play it 2 more times throughout the show.
All right.
I couldn't not play it.
All right, cool. All right, Adam, how do you Eye the Tiger guy?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is one of the greatest psych up songs of all time, and I mean, you know, when you're thinking, I was just thinking about like what are some of the best psych up songs in movies, and you got you got Joe Bean Esposito's "You're the Best Around" from Karate Kid. You got
great one.
I don't think
Lose
it competes
Yourself
with this
too.
though.
Oh, Lose Yourself, yeah.
Eminem, Lose Yourself.
That's a good one too.
All 3 songs are completely like different vibes, in my opinion. I feel like the Karate Kid one is. I mean, that one got aged out. I mean, that is you can't listen to that one without laughing a little bit.
No, it's cheesy, but it's great.
It's the great
Even
montage.
cheesier than
I mean,
Eye
that's
the
the
Tiger.
cheese. Well, I mean, there's some cheese in Eye the Tiger, but it's still kind of a cool song. Like Anthony was playing it, we're like, yeah, it's got a good guitar riff, you know. But I'm the best. You're the best around. Is like it's pretty cheesy.
Pretty cheesy.
It only works for Karate Kid, in my opinion. But
the best part of that about that montage is when the fat guy he just walks into a kick in the stomach. He literally just turns and walks like this and gets kicked in the stomach. That was his karate move.
Yeah, well, it happens.
If I'm not
Eventually
mistaken,
you'll see a foot.
I did we talk about this before on the show? I was reading about Eye of the Tiger, and apparently Sylvester Stallone asked the band to give him 2 options. And they had I don't know how much, for 2 weeks, or they had some amount of time, and they spent the whole time working on some other song, and then the day before they had to deliver the 2 songs, they were like, "Oh shit, we got to write a whole other song, guys!" And the other song was "Eye of the Tiger."
Wow!
And it was the one that Sylvester Stallone liked.
Wow! See, sometimes you don't know. You know, they like your new stuff. You just have no idea. You put
it's
all
like
this
my Sopranos
effort.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah, just right at the wire.
Very cool. All right, so Adam, let's go with you. What's your movie song?
All right, so Dustin, last week you had Never Let Me Down Again from The Last of Us TV show, and by Jessica Mason, and I wanted to go with something that was current like that, and also had that, you know, it has I feel like a similar feel to that song where it was kind of haunting. It was beautiful, and it was also stripped down. So I went with You Made It Feel Like Home by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. This is from the movie Bones and All, which is a kind of like a romantic horror story. Came out last year, and this is a very sparse song and very, very, you know, low key for a Trent Reznor song, and you know, it's just Trent's voice. It's Atticus on the piano, and you know, I think it's like it's a kind of like a tragic love song to match the film. But the thing is that being Trent Reznor, you know, like as you're listening to it, you just keep thinking, you know, there's 3 different long pauses throughout the song, and you keep thinking, well, the other shoe's got to drop at some point. There's going to be something that's going to pick up. You know, you think of almost like March of the Pigs, where as he's going through the slow part, then you just, you know, it just ramps up, but it doesn't. It just stays. It stays. You know, just stays very kind of delicate and slow. And I thought it was a great song, and you know, one that you know, one that was definitely very different from his catalog. Maybe Hurt was probably the closest thing to it that he's done.
Yeah, if Melancholy was a song, I mean, this is
right.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. I hadn't seen this movie. I didn't even know about this movie. I'd like to see it. I mean, I love him. I think he's one of the greats, you know, that we have, and for him to strip down and do something different is great. I think it's it's definitely haunting. I mean, it at some point you there was like almost like a break in the song, and then it, like you said, you think it's going to do something different. It comes back to it, and it's definitely out of the realm of what he does, especially with soundtracks, because he's done some really cool soundtrack work. And I think he did the Facebook movie and some other
Social
stuff.
Network.
Yeah. So, you know, he does a lot of cool stuff with soundtracks. And so for him to kind of like be vulnerable with this song and his voice, because a lot of his voice is, you know, through tech. And so you don't really know who he is as a singer until you hear something like this. But I liked it. I like anything he touches, I'm going to be into. That was really cool. Anthony.
I had not heard this. I haven't seen the movie or heard the song, but I like it. I like when Trent Reznor does this kind of. He knows how to do kind of delicate music like this without being lame. You know, it's like Hurt or something. Like it had that kind of. It still was a cool song. It just was quiet. So I was into it. I don't know if I'd watch the movie based on it, but I like the song.
It seems like probably a pretty depressing movie. I mean, if this is one of the big songs from definitely not Eye of the Tiger, I'll tell you that.
The Tiger.
The song is not getting you pumped up to do anything.
They play it three times throughout the movie.
Yeah. Jeff.
I think this was the perfect Adam song.
Yeah, it is. He's on brand. He's always on brand.
like one of Adam's birthdays, this will be like the music as he walks into. Right.
That's funny because Adam's song by Blink-182 is probably their most depressing song as well. And
but I think you guys basically said. I think when Dustin said it was haunting, very dark. I think it fits the mood of what he's going for. I never heard of this movie or the song prior to it. But sometimes sparse is good. It's not overdone. And I kind of like that. Not everything has to be, a production. Sometimes stripped down is really lovely. And I liked it.
Very good. All right, cool. Let's see. Anthony, what song did you pick from the movie?
Oh, yeah, song from a movie. I picked from the movie Ghostbusters. I picked the song Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr.
Classic.
You can't go wrong. I believe it also was the theme song to the cartoon, which I also loved when I was a kid. Ray Parker Jr. was I'm trying to see how much time he had to come up with the song. I had it here. I lost it. He had to come up with a song. He was having a hard time coming up with lyrics to it. But he saw like some kind of cheap commercial, like public access commercial or something. And so that gave him the idea to do the lyrics like it was a advertisement, like a commercial for the Ghostbusters. And that was how that kind of how that happened. And then also, who was it? Huey Lewis and the News
that
came after him for ripping them off.
I need a new drug.
I want a new drug. I think it's the same song, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think also they
he lost that case.
He lost the case?
Ray Parker Jr. did.
Yeah.
He ripped it off pretty bad. I think that the when they were making the movie, I think they were using the Huey Lewis song as temporary background music.
Yeah.
So they must have been psyched when they got the same exact song.
I mean, it sounds different, obviously, to us. I think if you wrote the song or whatever, you feel the music, you wrote the music or whatever, you're going to catch it. It's
but does the Huey Lewis one, does it go, who you going to call? That's what you need. If it doesn't have
part
that,
like that in the Huey Lewis song.
They shouldn't have given him the money.
I mean, there's so many songs that sound like other songs, and like that people go, like what was that?
I'm
last
afraid
one?
of no ghost. I mean, Huey Lewis didn't come up with any of this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You believe in ghosts, Anthony?
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Well, there was one time that I'm pretty sure there was a ghost in the room with me, but I don't really.
Would you be afraid of a ghost?
Yes, I would be.
Would?
I would be afraid of a ghost, unlike Ray Parker Jr.
Who was in the room with you? Is it like a relative or?
One of my ex-girlfriends had a grandfather that died in the apartment that I was in at the time, and I was waking up in the morning and I felt somebody sit on the bed, and then I looked and no one was there. But it was like somebody. Yeah, it was the ghost of a cat. So that's probably the closest. I
I love how you were like, I don't believe in ghosts, and then you have like a full ghost story.
I mean, I could have been just like half
It's
asleep.
like, I don't believe in ghosts, but this one time,
if ghosts are real, that was definitely a ghost. But I don't, I don't believe it.
I mean,
I don't know. Just me being half asleep. Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, you believe in ghosts?
Me?
Dustin.
Do I believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
I believe in energies. I don't believe in the way that they're portrayed, like in film and whatnot.
Like the movie Ghost? Yeah. I was making pottery. The ghost came up behind me.
I believe in bad energy and good energy. Like that's kind of how I believe in, like with religion and God and all that stuff. Like I believe there's evil and I believe there's a peaceful energy. And I think, can people leave that behind? Maybe. I don't believe.
What do you think a ghost is, actually?
I'm trying to explain to you.
You talk about energy. I'm
You're the worst. You're the worst. Right when I'm about to get to it, you're like, so you're like Barbara Walters over here.
Yes.
Just interrupting the worst spots. The worst spot. She was the worst. No, it's like energy. Like I believe, I don't believe you're like a ghost is gonna, like a kid's gonna come back wearing like knickers and a bow tie from like the 30s. Like I don't think you see a ghost like that. I don't think anybody's ever seen a freaking ghost that was like dressed from the Depression and like is hanging out in your house and running around and stuff. And I don't think anything. But do I believe energies transform and live in things? Maybe. I don't know. But the answer is not really direct because it's like with everything. I don't know for sure, but I do believe in good and bad. I think people get possessed and things like that. And I think that might be ghosty. So I don't know. Like, what about you, Jeff? How do you feel?
Ghosts are supposed to be like a spirit, okay? Possession is more of the devil, okay?
That's a spirit of the devil.
It's supposed to be the devil, not the spirit. Okay.
The actual devil. I don't believe in the actual devil. I just believe in good and evil.
Okay, so me too. There are people who believe that that you can go to a place and like say like you go to Gettysburg. And that's supposed to be where a lot of ghosts are supposed to be running around. Okay. I don't know if I believe in ghosts. I know one thing. I wouldn't be afraid of a ghost.
No,
I think no.
Especially if Eye of the Tiger was playing.
Yeah, they can't fight me. They can't hit me. Okay.
Did you see Ghostbusters?
Yeah, but all ghosts
what if the eggs start exploding?
But ghosts just do annoying shit. Like they close the door. They knock shit over. It's like that's what ghosts do. Yeah, they don't slime. That's for the movie. I wouldn't be afraid. I think I'd want to I'd interview the ghost and then interrupt them as he was talking, as he was explaining.
Right when the ghost is about to tell you something important about your family, your long lost family, you'd be like, so what's it like being a ghost? Is it hot? What's going on? Are you cool?
Yeah, I would want to know that.
Do you like Iron Maiden? Talk to me. What's happening?
I would want to know. Can you listen to music?
One of the greatest, right?
Right. Can you watch the Jets? As a ghost. I'd want to know these things.
Talk about a dead team. Ayo. We'll see.
Dustin will be here all week, everybody.
I'll be here I won't be, actually. Yeah, so Ghostbusters, great soundtrack. He might have ripped it off. He might have, we don't know. I think he did, though. I think he just kind of got inspired, but I don't think it was on purpose because comics do that a lot. It's like, comics do it all the time. I've seen it with everybody on the show. It's like, except Adam, but it's like, it's like we watch comics that we like, and myself included, and then we sometimes it just seeps in there, and then you're on stage and you're doing something like, that sounds like a tell, or that sounds like whatever, and then it's just like it's not on purpose. It's just you just kind of happen. So I think when he's creating the music, he probably just forgot all about that Huey Lewis song and just thought, oh man, I can't believe I came up with this. But it's like meanwhile it's like it just I don't think he did it intentionally. I think that would be dumb.
I think it's similar. I think the song is similar.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Well, yeah. What they were saying was, and I'm trying to remember who directed it. Was that
Ramos?
Right, man.
Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they said when he was making the film, he would play "I Want a New Drug" kind of in the background as just temporary music.
That's what
he said. Yeah. But so it has to be that like you were saying, like it's just something that is playing in the background, just kind of
it's just happening. Yeah.
But Adam, if you listen to like that song, I mean, in the Ray Parker song version, more intricacies. There's sound effects and stuff in it. There's a lot of songs that have the same structure as other songs. There are songs that have almost seems like the exact bass line. If you listen to "Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You," okay, and when the song starts to kick in, that bass line, that dun 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 dun, that's the exact same bass line as 25 and 624 from Chicago. And other songs. I mean, I'm not saying a little bit, exactly. Okay, so I think that it's the same thing. I think this, again, maybe like the way the song is set up is the same as "I Want a New Drug," but it does sound like a different song.
Yeah, because it's got the "I ain't afraid of no ghost."
It got that. I got no. I'm afraid of no ghost. It got that band, those horns. I guess.
Who you gonna call?
Yeah.
Busted makes me feel good. Can we play both to compare?
I don't know if we have that set up. But
yeah.
Adam
maybe next time.
Flip out over this.
I did see a documentary on Axis, I think, or one of those shows, and they did it side by side, and it's like, what was the big one? Was it Robin Thicke? Didn't he do like that?
Blurred Lines,
Marvin Gaye.
Blurred Lines, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, the other big one was the other big one was Sam Smith with "Stay With Me," where he lost, where it was Tom Petty's "Free Fallin'," and he lost that one. Or I think he settled on that one.
George Harrison had a big one.
Oh yeah, for
My Dear
Sweet Lord.
He's So Fine.
Yeah.
Apparently, Puff Daddy's still paying Sting $1 a day or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the exact same song. But at least we know Vanilla Ice's "Ice Ice Baby" is not under pressure.
No, but did he get in trouble for that or no?
Yeah. Do you remember his explanation?
Yes.
No, I don't. What did he say?
Tell him, Anthony.
He was trying to describe why it's different. And so he's going, the original goes dun 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 dun, and mine goes dun 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 dun. It's like, see, it's different because it's got
perfect. That's exactly the explanation he gave on the interview,
and that's what you would want from Vanilla Ice. That's the explanation.
When I was in high school, my band opened for Vanilla Ice at L'Amour's.
Oh wow!
In Brooklyn, but it was during his new metal phase. So he did Ice Ice Baby. The new metal version. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I love how it's like, I'm departing from this song. I'm going to be a metal guy, but he's still going to put it in there.
Oh, yeah. He has to do the song.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to a Vanilla Ice concert, no matter what genre of music he's doing. You want Ice Ice Baby no matter what.
I don't think so. I think you're going to give him a shot as a metal guy. See what
want the deep cuts?
Yeah. Speed metal's not easy. I remember Tommy, who's the drummer? Tommy Lee, he tried to do that too, and it's just like, it doesn't work for everybody. They think it's going to be easy.
Adam, what was that band called again? Something of Mayhem?
Oh yeah, Masters of Mayhem.
Tommy's band.
Yeah, Tommy did. You're right. That's going back too, and it was terrible. But you're right. He did try to do like a thrash band. There was something of Mayhem.
Method of Mayhem. Madness. I don't know. It was something with. It was two M's, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a
Master of Mayhem. I don't know.
So Jeff, you a big fan of Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbuster theme?
I'm more shocked that Anthony picked this song because the song is fun and uplifting and everything Anthony seems to be against. I'm shocked.
That's not true. He likes a lot of pop punk, which is upbeat.
But this has zero elements of punk, and it's all pure pop. And
that's true.
This is not an Anthony song. Yes, I think it's the best pick you've ever picked on a show.
Wow. It's such a big part of my childhood.
It's not the best pick. What are you talking about?
Of an Anthony pick, because it's such a departure. That'd be like coming back
very well. He's very he's cheesy like that. When he was a kid, he likes all the same cheesy stuff.
Dustin, this would be like next week, whatever you pick, I pick Wet Leg. Okay? That's what this would be like.
Well, hey, Dave Grohl's a fan.
Of Wet Leg. Yeah. Oh yeah, he sang with them, right?
They're huge.
Yeah.
They're the biggest band happening right now. They're pretty big. Yeah, it's like
They still suck.
They don't suck.
You
dude.
hate Wet Leg for no reason.
Oh no, I hate him because I've never heard a song more overhyped than Chase Lounge that has been as terrible. It's a brutal, absolutely beyond brutal
You're
song.
coming off like a grandpa, man.
I'm not coming off like a grandpa. It just sucks.
It is a little annoying that everybody likes it, but that doesn't take away from how good it is.
No, I don't like it.
I don't know. I mean, I get it. You don't have to like them. That's the beauty of music. All right. This is.
What do you mean I'm a grandpa? I went to go see Grand Funk Railroad over the weekend.
Oh, man. Grandpa Railroad?
I saw Grand Funk with the Smithereens.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, Wait, but that guy's dead, right?
Yeah, but Robin Wilson from Jim Blossom sang with him.
Oh,
and I got to meet him after the show.
Man, we could. I feel like we couldn't even get through this episode. This is going to be a 3-parter.
You were worried that we didn't have enough
All right,
time.
what
Too
other
many
theme
songs.
song? Give me another theme song to rewrite.
I did too many theme songs.
I'll do
Can
another.
you do a better version of Ghostbusters?
Can I write a new Oh, wow. Whew.
Yeah.
I mean, I could try.
You could do. I like your version of. I would. And Eye of the Tiger would be funny. Like a new.
Oh, do another Rocky. Another
and
Rocky.
what we'll do is we'll play it with like a Rocky montage, and then we'll just see like
That would be great.
And then we'll see
Okay.
if you can if you could work it into a boxing thing. That'd be really funny. And feel free to make fun of Stallone.
All right. Are we doing
We'll give
Rocky
you-
3 specifically? Should I take it? I'll find a specific
well, apparently
Rocky
it was in
montage.
Rocky 3. Played way more than I thought, and then in Rocky 4 as well.
All right.
So
I'll find a montage and I'll write
all
a
right.
song.
I'm
for
gonna
it.
watch it though, just to see where it's playing. Now I remember it kind of playing, but the full song is played at the end. That I do know because there's no way you can play the full song 3 times. That would be crazy.
Ghostbusters probably plays a bunch of times in the movie Ghostbusters, right?
It does. It does.
It was in the
Remember
middle
how
of the
many
movie,
times.
I think.
And apparently,
And
if
then,
you go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know. I think it was just. I think it was maybe twice there, and then probably the end of the movie.
Yeah, I also heard if you go see Ray Parker Jr. live, he plays it like 6 times. That's what I heard.
Well, just
I'm not
like
making it up. I knew somebody that saw him live, and they said, "Yeah, he just kept playing it." It was like, dude, you gotta stop.
I'm
It's like,
tired of no ghost.
It's like I was gonna say it's like Tim Cabello from the Lost
Oh,
Boys
yes.
singer. Well,
Well-
I still believe.
Yeah, he does that. And Neil Diamond apparently plays Sweet Caroline like 4 times, like at a show. Like it's just
Wow.
you get your
That's
thing,
not
you get
true.
what got you there, and then you just keep playing it.
I worked with Neil Diamond. He does not do Sweet Caroline 4 times.
He does. I bet he does it twice. He does.
You
it.
know who? You know, I did a show. You remember Comedy on the Stars, Dustin?
Yes.
I remember it.
So when we first did it, the very first time, the comedy was put in between some music acts, and closing the show was Rob Bass. Okay, he opened and closed with the same song. It Takes Two. That was his big hit.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah.
So I seriously, somebody told me that they went to Neil Diamond concert and he played it more than once. Sweet Caroline.
Why? He has such a deep catalog of music.
I was just telling you what I heard.
Wow.
It's cool. All right, so we'll get to my song and then we'll wrap it up. And then we'll do children's songs and all that next week. So Top Gun, which is a great film. The original Top Gun, I think, is exceptional soundtrack. It's got a lot of good stuff. It's got Berlin. It's Danger Zone. What am I blanking on his name?
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins. That was my first time I saw a comedian. Was Kenny Loggins. It was Mario Joyner was opening for him, and
He was
got
big.
tickets when I was a little kid, radio thing or something. And I saw first time I saw a guy do stand up. It was great. And Kenny Loggins. It's hard to kind of recreate the thing. One thing that was great about the new Top Gun Maverick movie is they played Danger Zone, which I thought was really cool. The whole movie is kind of a throwback to the original, and it's like a fan movie. They give back to what you liked about the original. They're not trying to reboot it in some sort of woke direction or make it anything else but a Top Gun movie. And so I thought this was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. I saw it in the theater, the Chinese theater, a huge IMAX. It was so fun. And one of the big songs of the movie is Hold My Hand, Lady Gaga. It's a very just kind of anthem song by Lady Gaga. Somebody said it's a love letter to the world during and after a very hard time. Benjamin Rice. I guess part of the credits they talk about that. My Hold My Hand is it's a hopeful track. It has this like amazing chorus and like electric guitar, and it's like it feels like a movie song. Like it just gets you. It works perfect with Jets. She's great in this song, but yeah, I think it's just a great movie song, and it really kind of goes with the energy of the film. And I think I think it's a great one. Jeff, you seem like you like this song.
I did. I gotta tell you, I liked Maverick a lot more than I thought I was going to as well. I liked it probably better than the original because the original there were certain scenes and characters that took me out of the movie that like in real life this would never happen. But what I liked about the movie was just like how there was no like real message. It was just it checked one box: entertainment. Let's just have a good time with it. And it was a perfect movie. And I thought this was a nice song to go along with it. Really complimented the movie. I'm just curious, did she write the song first, or did she write the song for the movie? Like, was she commissioned to do it?
I think she wrote the song for the film. Yeah.
Yeah. And she nailed it. And she hit it right on the head. This song goes very nicely with this movie.
Very cool. Anthony, this song make you want to join the Air Force?
Let me say this. I have never seen the Top Gun movies.
Oh my gosh. What is wrong?
Did you
with
see
you?
Maverick?
How do you see Ghostbusters and not see Top Gun? Come on.
I never saw the first one. I didn't see Maverick.
Okay. So you have no clue what this song is even referring to?
No idea. But just based on the song, I don't have anything against Lady Gaga, but I don't listen to her music in general.
I don't either, really. I just wanted to pick something that wasn't from the 80s.
Oh, yeah. So I thought it was fine.
Are you not a little monster, Anthony?
I'm not a monster. It was fine, but it didn't really speak to me.
Well, I don't think it's supposed to speak to you, especially if you're not seeing the movie.
Yeah.
I think it's it's supposed to speak to the genre of this film, which is airplanes and like a guy getting older and kind of passing it on to the next generation, and it's just there's a lot of emotion going on with it, and I think that's kind of what the song is supposed to kind of capture.
Yeah,
but I like Lady Gaga. I think she's pop, but at the same time she's punk rock, man. Like she's wearing meat dresses and going against the grain and so I like what she does, and I think she's very talented. Like she's very versatile. She could do anything, man, with that voice of hers, and she plays piano and she's like writes her songs. I'm a big fan of her. Really? I think this song was like, okay, we want you to do a song for a movie. And so I think she probably just did it like, you're supposed to do a song for a movie. Maybe not like Prince, whose Prince is probably like, I'm going to do Prince. Where I think she was like, I'm going to do something that's appropriate for this. And so that's what it felt like.
Yeah. So she kind of ripped off a Madonna song with one of her songs. Express Yourself, right? I forget which.
And Born This Way are the same song.
But I have read, I think this is true, that she has said that a lot of, because you can't get sued for taking a chord progression. It's only like riffs and melodies. I believe that on one of her early albums, she took a bunch of chord progressions from that Ace of Base album. That was really big.
That's a great album.
And sounds like a genius to me. She made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right. She's clearly inspired by Madonna.
Of course. But Madonna's, inspired by.
I'm not judging it.
No, I'm just saying that's wrong. What happens. Like pop, I think pop is very limited when it becomes originality. It's just like, it's a very tight space. And I feel like a lot of people like Britney Spears and, it's all kind of the same kind of stuff.
Originality does not sell.
Exactly.
But Madonna gave Lady Gaga a little shit over that.
Yeah,
she did, and then she
didn't
kissed Britney
sue her.
Spears, who's stealing her shit too. So it's all the same. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I mean, Madonna stole too. She just stole from like cultures, and like Vogue was like a thing that was happening in the black scene in New York, and like she kind of just ripped that off from the gay scene. Like, it's like, she took stuff too, Marilyn Monroe's vibe, and like she was, everybody's picking and choosing, but they're all inspired by somebody.
Yeah, I think with like, in particular Vogue, I think what she was doing, I mean, she always had a big gay following. I think it was kind of like her homage to the gay scene. I mean, voguing came out of the ball scene, with
I get it,
so I don't know if
Lady
really
Gaga was doing a tribute to Madonna, like we don't, it's like you say homage, some say rip off, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So.
I think that's what it means in French.
Yeah.
What about you, Adam? You seem like a big Gaga goo-goo. Gaga goo-goo.
I mean, I like her music. I don't really like her movie music. I didn't really like any stuff off of A Star Is Born, and this song just wasn't. And this song just didn't. It's just not my kind of song. I mean, I think it's like you were saying before. It just feels like a throwback. It feels like a throwback to, and it feels like a movie song. If it just has that feel to it, and it feels like something that would have been on maybe The Bodyguard or something from the 80s or 90s. But
that's what this film is. This film is very retro in a lot of ways, and the video is great.
Yeah, and I mean, I haven't seen it. That's the thing too. Yeah. I think if I saw Maverick. If I saw Maverick, I saw the first Top Gun. If I saw Maverick, I'd probably have better context. I wanted to see it in IMAX. That was the thing. Everybody was saying you got to go see it in the biggest screen possible.
Yeah,
I completely missed it, and then I'm like, well, I'm not going to watch it on the back of an airplane seat.
This movie was made for the big screen. It really has some of the best air scenes you're ever going to see in a movie.
Steven Spielberg went up to Tom Cruise at like one of these award shows. He's like, "You saved, modern cinema." Like people that actually, go to movies and see them in the theater and stuff, because it was such a movie experience. It was great.
Absolutely.
Very cool. All right, guys. So next week Anthony's gonna do a song for a Rocky montage, and we're gonna see how that works out. And then we're gonna do our favorite children's show theme songs. The shows keep getting better and better. Yep. So please follow us and on YouTube and all that fun stuff. And thank you, ComedyHub, for having us. And we'll see you guys later. Woo!
Go out and fight somebody now.
They played it 3 times in the movie. That's just crazy.
Yep.
Take care, guys.